Hi everyone, going to do a quick walkthrough for Canva. So first and foremost, if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and sign up for a free account with Canva. I've already done so here. This is when we log in, we are plugged here. Where we're going to begin is up here where it says create a design. We'll just do the one design, which is the Instagram post square, which is the 1080 by 1080. You can go ahead and hit that, but we can also just hit custom size, which is 1080 by 1080, and create a new design. So immediately we brought down to templates. We're not going to do anything with our templates. Obviously, we're following along with the design that we have already covered. Or the created, sorry, with our poster. So I'm just gonna go ahead and please also keep in mind, this is Illustrator, but you're to do your posters in InDesign. You're more than welcome and encouraged to create your designs in your graphics in Illustrator, typography treatments in Illustrator, anything, any photo manipulation in Photoshop. But then again, to reiterate, everything will be laid out in InDesign. So if I look at this, what I'm going to do is just pull any key elements that I feel would build recognition between our print poster and anything they might see on social. So I'm going to take this D graphic. So I'm just going to go through here and I'm just going to go ahead and copy that. So Command C to copy. And I'm going to go to Photoshop and I'm going to hit Command N for new. And I'm sure you folks already know that, but when you copy something, say for instance, from Illustrator, when we press Command N in Photoshop, it automatically takes our dimensions from what we are copying. So I can just go ahead and press transparent background, not worry about the sizing. It will already create, have that done. Press create, and then I'm going to hit Command V to paste. Always do smart objects. It keeps that resolution. And there it is. You can see it's been plunked in there in the exact size. So all we do now is we go File, Save As. We're going to make sure we save this as a PNG. So I'm going to call this letter D graphic. Oops. Option Command S to save that. Letter D graphic, press OK. So we can start here now. So I'm going to go ahead over to the left-hand side and hit uploads. We're going to go uploads file. Obviously, I've done this a few times. Select that graphic, press open. You'll see that spool through. And Canva is pretty foolproof. So it's pretty intuitive. It's pretty foolproof. It's meant for people that are not designers. So look at that when we click, it just plunks it directly right in the center. So what are some things you want to do again to build recognition? So we probably want to add this key line. We want to add that orange color. So if I want to add that orange color, if we go up here to the background color, it immediately pulls colors from the photo. But say, for instance, you selected something different, you have an offset color, etc. You can just go ahead and eyedrop either from Illustrator or from Photoshop. So I'm just going to hit the letter I to get my eyedropper. I'm going to pick up that orange color, double click, and I'm going to copy that number right there. Back into Canva. Go ahead and hit, oh, I've exceeded because it's, pardon me. I've exceeded the amount of colors I can adjust because it's a free option. So let's just hit that plus sign. I'm going to press paste and done. And now if I go back to that background, I can go ahead and select that color palette. Lovely. Let's just delete these. We're going to exceed that as well. Okay, so next thing we want to do is maybe add that key line. So we can just simply go over to elements. Lots of different shapes here again. I wouldn't suggest going anything crazy with the graphics because we should be utilizing our own graphics, but simple shapes we can use. So for instance, if I need to get that key line, I'm going to go ahead and use that rectangle. And using those smart guides there, so we know that that's been plunked in. For my color, I do not want a color, but I do want to make sure get a stroke on that. Whoops. And we'll hit that. Whoopsies. Again, using those smart guides, we can bring that weight down. We can also, less as our programs, we can right click and send backward. So I can now make sure that I can bring that up. So last but not least, we're going to want to include any type. So, hey, Draplin, we want to meet you. So back over to Canva, go over to our text tool. I'm going to add a heading. We'll start with the Hey Draplin. Hitting that font, I'm just going to use a nice heavy bold font. Grab that white color. And maybe move it down there. Same thing, intuitive like our programs, Command Shift back arrow or comma, that will scale it down. Let's add a subheading. We want to meet you. Again, we'll grab that. Instead, I'm going to go with a lighter color and see how that looks. Pardon my sniffles. And I'd say for this instance, again, you're asked in your project to include specific details. This is just for the purpose of the tutorial. What we can also do is grab these two text treatments. We can right click and group. And then we can also go up here and hit animate. So we can include some interesting little animations. So let's go ahead and do that. Once we're complete and we're done, we're going to share. We want to hit download. If you did do any animations on there, please ensure that is a GIF. And then we're going to press download and watch that spool through.